All right. Let me check Twitch. All right, what's up, Twitch? Today we have joining us in commentary is Cyrus from George Tech.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? So the first board already bidding is over. What happened? One spade in the north looks reasonable. Precision, double, two hearts. I assume that's constructive race. Good race.
Yep.
And three spades, four spades. Okay, so how does this play out? They have a spade loser. They have no heart losers, and a club loser, a diamond loser.
That looks about right to me. I don't think there's much chance he'll get spades wrong
Yeah.
or hearts wrong. So
Yep.
this should be a fairly comfortable make.
Mm-hmm. Interesting bidding though.
Well, the sixth spade in Richard's hand is very big.
Yeah, absolutely.
6-4 bid more. So
Mm-hmm.
um, they've gotten to the 20-point game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Richard chose to bid three spades instead of two spades after South made his good raise. I'm not sure. Do you think is that more constructive or is that closer to the limit range? What do you think that two hearts was intended as?
I think constructive raise seems about right, particularly opposite the.
Especially given that he accepted the invite.
Sure, and opposite the limited one spade opening.
Mm-hmm.
The limit would be very, very pushy,
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, has the stream started? Yeah, there we go. So let's see, what's he gonna do here? What's the correct way to play the suit? Usually. Like, what do you play over here, typically?
Well, I think the 10 is normal at this point. But
10 is normal? Okay. Yeah, there's no need to finesse the 9, I imagine.
but the 10 is not so great here.
Mm-hmm.
So that will give each opponent a spade trick. So
Okay.
he's sussed out the singleton owner, and the double definitely helps out a bit, I think,
Mm-hmm.
with these marked with some shortness.
Yeah, so I imagine Richard will continue drawing trump. Yep, that's correct. And who's Zach playing with? Who's Geo89? I forget.
That's Georgia Bota, the Columbia coach.
Right.
And New York area bridge pro.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And
that should be it. He has a claim now after this. The 10 of clubs is also good. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done. One of the other tables.
The other tables got into the same spot and played trumps a little differently. So at that table, Declare just let a low spade out of hand.
Oh, okay.
East won, but she should still pick up the trump suit then.
Yeah, absolutely. So a diamond opening over here. Bento chooses not to bid two clubs over here. At these colors, I don't think there's any reason to bid two clubs over here.
That's a pretty weak suit, and the vulnerability is not helping things.
Yeah, exactly. West is nice. West is an interesting hand. I'm not sure what. A heart seems normal. Do you know if East West is playing precision or they're playing 2 or 1 over here?
I would guess something more standard, but I'm not sure.
All right, guess we love
one diamond.
One diamond was not alerted. Yeah.
So.
One spade. Everything looks normal over here so far. I expect East would bid 2 diamonds here.
He could also pass since he's got a
sub minimum.
Real sub minimum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very light opening. In precision, that would qualify as a one diamond opening, I imagine, right? Like,
I think depending on style, I don't think that's an entirely normal one diamond opening.
okay, right, of course. Go team, says Steven. Yep, go team indeed. South has an interesting choice over here. Maybe one no.
Yeah, it's a little heavy for one no,
A
but two
bit
no is a
heavy.
pretty
Two no.
big
Two no is
bid.
probably better. Yeah, but it depends on
Well,
how.
it's
Actually, two clubs is also reasonable. Yeah.
yeah, I like two clubs. I think it shows the strength of the hand about right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I could see three hearts getting passed out. Cynthia
so it's
says
possible.
Cynthia messaged me saying, "Bruh, I balanced them into game and I hate myself."
Let's see.
What happened over there?
So that would have been the first board as well.
Okay,
So on that one,
let's look at the other table.
so Cynthia chose a two club overcall instead of the double. I like double a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Oh, two spades was about to
yeah,
pass out. Then she
two
doubled
spades.
and South
Yeah.
redoubled. Then West bit three diamonds, three hearts, passed four spades. Yep, she balanced him into game. That was a very unfortunate result. Ooh, Richard chooses to bid four clubs. That's a very aggressive bid.
Yeah, but he should know his partner has some decent clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. And also Ace
With
Fourth is
his,
great support.
it is excellent support. Yeah,
I'm worried about balancing them in the game, but I'm also not sure what they play. I'm assuming two clubs would probably show this kind of strength, so maybe four hearts should not make most of the time, based on what Richard sees in his hand. And four clubs passes out. So how does this go? I'm assuming he's gonna win that, and maybe a. Do you think a rough is coming immediately? Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe he. I assume he probably thought it was third best or something, so he figured no need to win this trick immediately.
it's possible. He did play very quickly to that trick, which surprised me.
Yep. So now South has to figure out how to play the trump suit, and whether to hook the queen or maybe play for the drop. And besides that, he'll want to play spades on at some point,
Right. So looking at the hand, you have a spade loser, a heart loser,
and a diamond
and a
loser.
diamond loser,
Yeah,
and a potential club loser. But it looks like the heart loser will go away on a spade loser if you can play those in time. So I think I like
yeah.
playing two.
No, but if he fails to finesse and West switches to a heart immediately, then there are some problems.
Exactly. So yeah, I like playing down two rounds of Trump
Oh,
and
good, very nicely done. So now spades are
taking the
going to be
tempo.
attacked immediately, I imagine.
And he's got a claim now.
Yep, nicely done.
And at the other table, Adam Grossack in South is declaring 3-0.
Dorino, what happened over there?
Yeah. East declined to open,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I guess, maybe if you think the hand is a little too strong to two
And assuming two
diamonds.
diamonds, they probably play as something else.
I'm not sure. As far as I know,
Oh
this
wait,
is
is
not a
it Cord
regular
and Cynthia playing?
partnership.
Oh yeah, Cynthia's playing East, right? They're playing two over one,
Right.
so I imagine two diamonds should be a regular
Right.
preempt unless they have something fancy over there. That's it. That was an interesting
Oh, they
choice.
do have a convention card listed. It's just normal weak two
Preempt.
diamonds.
Interesting that she chose not to bid with that
Yeah.
hand. Over here we got a regular auction. Over here I think I need a I'm not sure if two clubs is game forcing over here. I believe it's not, per their agreements.
Interesting. What is it?
It's supposed to be 10 plus.
Okay. And natural still?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least that's what I remember last from when I played with them.
Neat.
Or
And
or maybe I might be wrong also at that same time.
are 2 diamonds and 2 hearts game forcing?
Two diamonds and two hearts. Maybe I'm not sure. Well, I think I'm actually wrong as it turns out. Estrino was alerted as non-serious, so presumably they were game forced before the three spades bid.
Oh, the 3 spades could have turned on a game force.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
checking
actually
the
let me
FMW
message
card now.
Brent. Or let me message Brent. Oh, I cannot chat. Never mind. Permission denied. Reasonable.
As far as I can tell from their
What is
card,
non-serious?
it's
Asked
normal
Steven.
game
Cyrus,
forcing,
do you want
but
to answer Steven's question? Steven had a good question in the chat.
oh sure. So non
Non-serious.
SRS is non-serious. So willing to tolerate a slam try. So not the weakest possible hand, which would just bid for spades directly. But he could have Q bid to show a more serious slam try and a stronger hand.
Mm-hmm. So
So
sort of
3-0
like
sort of an optional slam try gives partner the choice to Q bid or not, depending on how much he likes his hand. And in this case, Richard didn't like his hand quite enough to keep Q bidding.
yeah. So they decided to bid four spades directly without showing in too many Q bids. But anyway, how does this play out? They lose a club. They lose two diamonds. Oh, never mind. He gets a pitch over here. So should lose one club, one diamond over here, assuming he
Well,
guesses the
two,
clubs
two,
correctly.
right? But no danger.
Yeah,
Regardless.
very nicely done. And that should be it.
So it looks like 3-0 made it the other table on the last
Oh,
board
right,
for a
yeah.
tenant pickup for Donner. So just to give some context, this is the um, second half of a 32 board match between these teams. Jeng won the first segment yesterday, 45-21. So the
They have a
lead's
lead
down
of
to
24.
14 now.
They have a lead of 24, right?
Yes, and down to 14
Now
now.
down to 14 with how many boards to go? 13. I mean,
13
well,
boards to go.
14 if because the other table is still on board 3. Okay, so North has a very good hand. One heart, two spades. Interesting that East chose not to bid a spade over here, because I think this hand is too good for two spades over here, right?
Yeah, one spade seems like a little more normal call, but it does very little to disrupt the opponent's auction. So
Right.
um, 2 spades does get the point across. And opposite a passed hand, you're
Opposite of
not too
past
worried about
10.
missing game. You have
You
quite a
have
lot
like
of
11
losers.
points, yeah. Ooh, West made a race to three spades. That's gonna be trickier to deal with. South probably will double this.
Well,
South knows
South
well.
doesn't even have to double. He
Never
can
mind. South doesn't have to
ask
double.
North to
South.
double if he'd like. Yes,
And the
and
pass
if he
seems
does,
very normal over here.
and they'll collect a few tricks here.
Yep, they will.
So at least
South is getting three spade tricks at least. They're getting
and
two clubs and two diamonds. Two
and
clubs,
quite
two
possibly
diamonds, and
a
so
heart as well.
a heart. How? Oh, right. Yeah, good point.
But that could go away on the could go away on the clubs, but
It's gonna be tricky for
heart
them to
lead
get
will
it.
help that. Yeah.
So yeah, this is going down. Well, how many tricks did we say the defense is collecting? Three spades, two clubs, two diamonds, one heart. So that's 8 tricks, probably, if
Yep,
they
that
played
looks like.
correctly.
And after the heart lead, it looks like they probably should.
Yeah.
Since the only danger is some tricks going away on clubs.
So that's down 4, right?
That looks like down 4,
Ooh,
1100. That'll be
1100.
yeah.
Now, Richard is probably going to encourage this. Looks very normal to me. And now he can push another heart through, so now the job's been done. So now 10 is going to come over here, and the king should pop out. He might pitch a club over here after Richard cashes the queen, I imagine.
He might. I don't know if that'll help or not.
Okay. This looks normal, too.
Yeah, now that the clubs are set up.
The cashing diamonds immediately
Cash your
seems...
diamonds, yeah.
Interesting that South chose to encourage this. Unless, what do you think the 2 means over here?
I mean, if the queen is holding, then he knows partner started with ace, king, queen.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't really need to give attitude. He could also give count.
Right. Now, what does Richard play here? Probably a club, I imagine. Yeah. I don't think it matters what South does over here now. Does it? What do you do with South over here, Cyrus? I think pitching a diamond seems normal. Looks like the other table was in 4 spades making for board 3, so Richard, Jeng, and company pick up an imp over here.
All right, so lead is back up to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And Cynthia is about to choose how many spades to bid over 1 heart. She goes low with 1.
Yep.
That should be pretty helpful. I don't think they're going to get the 3 spades after that.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially 2 spades doubled, but that should
this should be a claim over here. The defense will pick up another spade, and that should be it. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, I think he played too quickly. Oops. Yeah. Classic Bento. Oh so no, Bento. Bento types "oh sorry" in the chat.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
High, hopefully, out Steven.
Yeah. Hopefully, that shouldn't make a big difference.
That'll probably.
So East to double over here was alerted as penalty. South does not want to play 1-0 Trump over here. Certainly. So South is gonna do some. So South is probably gonna do something here. I think they play pass forces redouble. What was that?
Yeah, let's find out what their escape methods are. At the other table, it was a similar auction, except Cynthia only bid 1 spade and Cornelius only raised to 2. So they're playing 2 spades doubled and probably also down 3 for a push, assuming Adam Grossack doesn't misclick. So,
oof, that is a very unlucky. That is very, very unlucky. Brent won't be happy when he sees this. So 1-0 Trump double, which is penalty. Okay. So South, I believe they played at South. If he South passes, that forces a redouble by North. And then South would probably bid 2 clubs to show, like, this kind of hand, like, where it's just balanced trash. And then North might choose to play bid 2 hearts after that. If I had to guess. But obviously, East-West is not going to let them play 2 hearts. So, yep, pass over here, like I suspected. North is going to redouble.
Pass not alerted, though.
That is true. It's not alerted. Maybe he might be alerting it right now, for all we know.
Sure, but if it is something like that, he should have alerted it,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then typed the explanation after making.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could just be
Yeah, there
pass
we
for
go. He
play.
just
Okay,
typed
there we go.
forces
Pass
XX.
versus redouble. Yeah.
North is going to redouble, and then South, I believe, is going to bid 2 clubs.
Yeah, that should be start the run out and
I believe they play like
depend.
some system similar to Don't over here, where except 2 clubs over here specifically could also just be like balanced trash.
Right. So they could get to 2 diamonds or 2 hearts,
Yeah.
depending on how balanced North trusts South to be. Because
But of
if you know
course,
South is totally balanced, then you can safely bid 2 hearts. But that
right.
I don't know if that's 100% the case.
I'm not sure 100%. I believe 2 clubs shows balanced. I'm not sure if it could also be clubs in another suit. Oh, never mind. North chose to ignore the system. I'm very surprised by this decision in particular, because sometimes he might just want to play 1 turn pre-doubled. Granted your opponents are pretty good, to put it mildly, so
I
interesting
mean, that's
choice. Now the
pretty
question is, how
light.
does East-West continue from
Double.
here? Because all things considered, West
Yeah.
has a very good hand. And East, wait, why did East double with this hand for penalty?
Zach goes Zach. So
It's Zach
anything goes.
Grozak. Is that the answer? Because I mean, it just
Yes.
occurred to me that he had that he doesn't really. He's a bit short of what most people would call a standard penalty double.
You could say that.
Are they playing Hayashi Escapes? I do not know what that is like exactly. Batsmith 98. So
So
3
if you
spades was bid over here freely, which I East chose to accept it. Wow. Richard, I don't think can double this. Unfortunately, how does 4 spades play?
certainly not.
East has a tricky East. I don't like any of East's leads over here. All the leads look like they're giving up a trick. I think.
Yeah, it's a pretty ugly hand to lead from for sure.
Does the diamond lead cost a trick too? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Well, it gives up a trick in isolation, but it looks like Declarer will have time to set up a club.
Yeah,
So
and also
double dummy
like,
it doesn't matter.
mhm.
But in practice, a spade lead won't blow up the suit. North has a minimum for his no trump, so Declarer should play spades correctly and
Oh
pick the
yeah,
suit up.
Declare knows. Declare knows the
Hearts,
hand basically, because what do you call it? He's missing
yeah,
15 high card points.
right. 14. Right?
14? On 4, 8. No, 15.
Oh
North
yeah,
is
15.
15.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he's missing
Yeah,
15
but the jacks
points.
don't matter.
Yeah, like the hand is basically double dummy for him.
Mm.
Oh, he chose to lead the ace of clubs. Very
Well, if
aggressive
nothing
lead.
else, you can see the dummy and decide what the save shift is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny.
Well,
So it turns out that was a 7-imp pickup after all on the last board. So um, same
ooh.
heart lead, but when Declare let a club out of hand, North won, and North can't safely continue
Oh,
heart
right, continue
7
hearts.
the next
Okay,
chart.
oof.
So they only ended up getting 2 under tricks.
Right. That could have been a bigger swing, as it turns out, but they'll take the 7.
They'll certainly take the 7. Yeah, that could have been a push after the misclick, and so the misclick only cost 12 imps, not only cost 5 imps, and not 7.
Now in this case, as it turns out, the queen drops, but Declare does not know that. Declare should know that North has 5 hearts and 2 clubs. Probably not sure about the diamond and spade situation, but besides knowing that North is the queen, so I think West might consider passing the jack over here. And if Richard covers that, I think the defense gets another trick. They get a spade trick over here, right? Because 7's going to be played to the king over here. Or 10, basically the same. Yep.
Right, right. Yeah, just banging down the honors would have worked.
Yeah, but Declare doesn't know
yeah,
the queen is
yeah,
dropping.
exactly.
So good play by Richard over there to cover the jack. So now defense gets another spade. And they will be getting their heart eventually. And they will get it. Ooh, actually, no. They could.
So, yeah, the diamonds are about to go away.
Well. Okay, he chooses to pitch a diamond.
Right. So, and the other diamond will go on the 7 clubs, and now you just lose a heart.
Okay, right, absolutely.
So East-West saying they didn't know what a double by West would have meant after 2 hearts pass. That's definitely an important area to have agreements after you've made a penalty double. What doubles are penalty? What doubles are takeout?
Right.
So
10 tricks has been taken. That's a good board. I have to say that's probably a good board for East-West. It's a very hard game to bid, especially in a 5-2 fit. I would be surprised if Corn and Cynthia bid it, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, they did not. They got the more normal 1 heart, the 5 heart 4 diamond hand.
Yep.
And they're settled in 2 clubs.
Settled in 2 clubs. Okay. Very unfortunate. So. 1 heart, 1 spade. That's a very light. That's a very interesting 1 spade bid. It's normal at these colors. Favorable, do whatever. West has a monster.
West has, yeah, really a huge hand.
2 hearts, I think, is normal. So, what do they have? They don't have slam, as it turns out, which is the first thing I looked for, because they just lose 2 clubs off the top. Whether Richard would lead a club, though, I don't think he would. Oh, 2 clubs over here, so alert is showing 5 hearts. I do not know this. I do not know. That's an interesting agreement.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Neither am I.
And East-West were apparently not even on the same page about whether the double of 1 no trump was penalty on the last hand.
On the last hand? What is the chat? We play double as penalty. And Giona says no. Only over weak, not over strong. Really? Gio says yeah. Then Zach says oof, okay. 3 hearts, 3 spades was bid after that. Presumably a cube bid of some sorts. Chooses to not bid. Chooses to not show club control, so I imagine 4 hearts is going to be bid over here as a sign-off. Ooh, they're continuing. Never mind. Well, we don't know what 4 spades is. It might be exclusion key card if I had to guess. Or it could just be a regular cubit, so we'll have to see what East bids over here.
Yeah, regardless, East does not love
looks like 3 no trump East-West may be a possibly good contract on the last hand. Batsmith, are you talking about the one where it was 4 spades making? How does it look? Yeah, they pick up 5 spades if they guess it correctly. The hearts could be a bit concerning, though. I'm not sure. Depends on who's playing 3 no trump, I think.
Yeah, 3 no West looks quite good.
Yeah, 3 no trump played on the East on a hard lead looks very problematic.
I mean, if you can pick up spades, you have no problem regardless.
Yeah, but the question is, but I don't think anyone's going to play spades for the queen. I don't think most people are going to play it that way. So they're now on 5 hearts. I think the only lead which takes 2 tricks is the club. Any other lead, you just... No, actually, never mind.
The clubs don't go away.
The clubs don't go away. Yeah, the spades aren't good enough to remove them.
As long as you don't give Declare a 3rd spade trick by leading a spade.
Yeah, of course.
It's just making 5.
The question is whether South might consider leading a spade over here because, you know, Richard raised him in spades.
So it maybe depends on what you think 4 spades is. That hasn't been
Yeah, let's see.
alerted,
Have
which
they
is
been
a little
alerted?
odd.
Has it been alerted yet?
No, nothing was alerted after 2 clubs.
Okay.
But yeah. You might try ace of clubs. It's possible the opponents could have a lot of clubs with,
Uh,
but actually not that likely since one diamond
is it
did show
though?
real diamonds.
Yeah.
Not particularly likely, but I mean,
Oh, good.
it may just be your best chance.
he
Yeah,
found a lead. Ace of
yeah.
clubs. Richard will probably encourage this, and they'll take the ace king, and that should be it. The hearts also break favorably, so there's nothing really to worry about in this hand. That is pretty encouraging.
At the other table, Korn chose 3 spades splinter after a diamond, a spade.
Diamond, a spade, what? Oh, you mean diamond, a spade, 3 spades is a splinter.
Yes, so
For so he
not
didn't.
showing the hearts.
Interesting choice. I
Um,
don't see the reason why.
I mean, your hand looks potentially huge for diamonds.
It does, but you could always return back to diamonds if you know. You could always return back to diamonds if partner doesn't have 3 hearts for you, right? So I don't
Right.
see I don't see the urgency actually.
Yeah, I kind of like showing all your hearts immediately, and it is possible hearts plays better.
Yeah. That being said,
Anyway,
it's also possible diamonds play better if you can get some pitches on the hearts. So
sure, but if you can bid hearts and partner doesn't support them, your heart suit looks a lot better opposite 2 hearts when you're playing diamonds than it does opposite 3 hearts.
So this is going to be 1 heart past 2 hearts, I imagine. And then West could double if they're very aggressive with that shape. I could see this passing out.
Yeah, vulnerable at imps, it's a pretty aggressive pre-balance.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Oh,
past
never
hand,
mind.
which is helpful.
East found the double, so I imagine 2 spades is going to be the next bid. And whether North South choose to compete,
yeah,
I could see 2 spades getting passed out.
yeah, that seems right to me. Nobody has trump.
Nobody can really bid after that. Yep.
Richard might think about it. He has some extra shape. He has good red suit honors. So.
Yeah. Okay. So how does this play out? As it turns out, leaders camp clubs looks normal to me. Richard has to guess the diamond suit correctly. As it turns out, everything is on side, so that's a good start. The ace of spades is also on side, so you're limited to 2 spade losers. 1 diamond loser, and probably a heart loser because I don't think there's a reasonable way for him to guess the heart suit, especially after
no, but if they
he's the
keep
one.
playing clubs and tapping him, he might be in some issues there.
Come again?
If they keep playing clubs and tapping him, he'll have some issues.
Well, I assume he's going to draw Trump right now, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
although he'll be surprised for the break.
Yep. Which means he'll have to concede a heart loser most likely, unless he plays the king then the queen. No, actually he's still going to lose a heart either way. After
yeah, there's no way to pick. And Zach just DC'd. And he's back. So he still has to lose at least 2 more tricks in the side suits. And each time he does, he'll get tapped. So he could easily end up with shorter
Heart to
trumps
the
like
ace, and then
getting.
maybe try to play a diamond. I don't know.
I mean, you can play heart to the ace. You can play queen of hearts, heart.
I think playing heart to the ace is more normal, typically, right? Actually, no.
Sure. I
He
mean,
might want to save the final entry for playing the diamonds himself. So I don't know. Assuming he plays for a 3-2 break, which is standard.
sure. I mean, he also might be worried about a 4-1 break the other way with the hand that has heart shortness being the one
Yep.
that doubles.
Well, surprise, Richard. The person who balanced has 4 hearts, because of course they have. Well, the diamond pitch is actually useful now, as it turns out, because the diamond pitch is very helpful. Because even if Richard plays the 10 of diamonds over here and the West covers, he's still limited to 1 diamond loser at most now. There's no way he loses more than 1 diamond now. Ten, 8 low. Well, North has to be wondering what the hell does East have. It's looking like 4 clubs, 4 hearts, so 5 cards between pointy suits to start the hand.
Yeah, and certainly you got to think it's 3 spades and 2 diamonds.
Yeah, so I think ducking over here is fine. I have to play East for Ace of Spades if I want to make this contract, and if I'm playing East for Ace of Spades and a King Queen of Clubs and Jack of Hearts, I think that might be enough for him to have his bid. Because this is Zach we're talking about.
So on the last board, after Corn Splinter, they ended up in 6 diamonds, and of course you've got the 2 club losers off the top there.
Right. Good
So that was
board. So they picked up
another
13 M's. So they've lost so they're down 22 imps this session, which means Richard, Jeng, and Co. have a 2 imp lead right now, as of board 6, with 10 boards to go. Oh, so he ducked, which was big. So now a club has been played. This is going to be rough, almost certainly.
and
Unless he chooses to pitch a
yeah,
spade or something. I do not know what Richard's thinking about really over here. 100%.
pitching a spade is certainly reasonable. That's always going to be a loser.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to put Zach in, I'm not sure 100%. But I think Richard is 100% playing East for Days of Spades, which means he's going to pitch at most 1 spade.
Yeah, the club lead certainly is a strong indication that he started with the ace of spades,
Correct.
since if he hadn't a spade, it would have been the more normal lead.
Yeah. Especially if he has touching honors like Queen Jack or something like that.
Right.
Hmm.
So the other table got to settle in 2 hearts, since
So they're going to
neither
have a
East
more
nor West
comfortable
could find the
time.
balance.
So assuming 1 heart, 2 hearts all pass.
That's right.
And Cynthia chose not to balance with that hand. Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah, with the 4 hearts was not really looking to balance there.
Yep, absolutely, for sure.
But with the West hand, you may not be strong enough to pre-balance, but when your partner balances for you, it works out.
Yeah, for sure. So you choose to pitch a spade like we guessed. Now, yep, another club seems normal over here.
Yep, keep the tap going.
Keep the tap going. And now what is declared too after he roughs this, presumably.
I mean, he can pitch another spade.
Why would he want to though? Genuine question.
Well, it's still just pitching the loser. You're
It
never
is,
gonna
but
win a trick with that.
hmm.
Oh.
Well, but he's picking up one spade. But he's picking up one spade anyway, as it turns out. I don't think Richard's gonna rough this one.
Yeah,
Yep.
he should rough it, but yeah.
So now the question is, how do you play this? You know, Richard knows the hand basically at this point. Maybe you might not be sure about stuff like the Jack of Spades, but he certainly knows that he has the Ace of Spades. He probably also can guess the diamonds. He knows the diamond split. He
Right.
because the 10 of diamonds held on trick on the first play of the diamonds, so he knows West has the Queen of Diamonds. So as it turns out, the other table was in two hearts, making three. That board just finished. Mm.
But he should be in good shape here
Yeah, he's
still, I
making the
think.
contract almost certainly. I think he's just losing a heart and a spade.
Mhm.
Sounds normal. Now the question is, does he play a spade? What do you do over here, Cyrus? Do you play a spade first? Oh, he's playing a heart.
Oh no.
That's not good, right?
No, because now he's lost control.
Over the
And
clubs.
yeah, and he's lost heart control now. Um.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh no, Zach,
No, that
and
should be fine, right? What if he plays the club right now?
now player has control again,
Oh, yep, yep,
but
yep. You're right.
I think he's in trouble. But
No, he can
he can
just.
take and
Yep,
then
there we go. He made
just
the
win the ace of
contract.
spades.
He just needs to. King seems normal and nicely done by Declare. Yeah, Zach did
Yeah,
not
this
have to rough that,
step.
right?
No, he had no reason to rough that. If he just needs to, I think, wait for Declare to play a spade or play a heart.
Yeah,
And whenever Declare does
and
that,
then he can
he
just
just
cash the
has
Jack
ace
of
of spades,
hearts,
jack of hearts,
and
and
then
a
he can
club.
cash the
He
Jack
just
of
has
hearts
three
and
more
take his
tricks.
club. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So this seems like this looks like a
So
hard opening.
interesting push there. Um, so interesting push, and we're 7 boards in, and still the 2-imp margin to
Very
Jeng.
close match over here.
Steven says Richard knows how to count.
Richard knows how to count. Yes, I've
As we
been
all know,
told.
that's all you need to know to be good at bridge.
So West might choose to upgrade this to 3 hearts.
Possible. So yeah, it looks like Zach planning on showing a limit raise, and I think opposite a limit raise, West will
Two
accept and they'll
diamonds.
get to 4 hearts.
Interesting choice to bid 2 diamonds.
Yeah, it
When you have six
says the auction
hearts.
nicely.
I mean, 2 diamonds was unalerted over here, so. Well,
Yeah,
but they ended up in 4 hearts anyway, which is the correct contract. The hearts are splitting to 2-2, so they're gonna lose a heart. They're not gonna lose any spades. They're not gonna lose any clubs, and they're losing a diamond.
seems
So this,
about as straightforward a hand to play as you can
yeah, absolutely.
get.
This should be an automatic push.
Yeah, I think it took the other table about a minute to play.
Yep, absolutely. The 9 of spades, aggressive lead. I like it. So I imagine he's gonna try to make sure that it's not king queen third. But oh, never mind. That could be problematic if South has king queen third, but it still safely makes the contract as it turns out.
Right.
So I assume he's just trying to play to safely make the contract. Yep, he just loses the ace of
Yep.
diamonds, and that should be end of story. Quick board, quick claim.
And that's another person.
Becca Girl says Brent is my favorite bridge player. Isn't he all of ours? So one spade by North, of course. One spade pass. Big hand. I mean, it's a solid hand. Does West choose to hit two clubs over here? No, not at these colors, I think.
Yeah. So if Richard bids two spades, Brent
probably might raise to three.
And he might even bid four. The other table bid four directly, but they're not playing precision.
Yeah, this is 10 to 15 specifically. Richard would do this with... Never mind.
Yeah, you got 5 controls. And
yeah, 5 controls is useful.
Yeah.
So how does it play out? You lose 2... Oh.
This one's all about the trump suit, I think.
It's all about the trump suit, absolutely.
If you can pick up trumps, but I don't think you will.
Well, he also... Well, first he has to now... Well, now he has to pitch one of North's losers on the heart immediately, because you have 4 just clearing losers after this lead.
I mean, not necessarily depending on how you play trumps. If you're just going to play ace king of spades, you may as well do that now and not give the opponents a chance to ruff.
Absolutely, that makes sense. But I wouldn't be surprised to see North played hearts immediately, just to be on the safe side, especially on this lead. Very good lead by Zach. If you
play ace king of spades, if the queen doesn't fall, you can always play hearts then.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you'd go down 1 and take the L, right?
Right, but you're going down 1 anyway if the queen doesn't fall.
So now the question is, who gets the queen of spades? I do not see either table getting this, actually.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason.
Oh, wait. Is Richard the greatest player? Is Richard the greatest bridge player ever?
I mean,
We're about to see.
Fishing. He's going fishing.
He's going fishing. Ladies and gentlemen, has he done it? Has Richard done it? I have no idea how he gets this. Steven asked in chat, do you remember that episode of SpongeBob where it is like, what if we took Bikini Bottom and moved it somewhere else? And it was like, push, push, push. Isn't that like Bridge right now? Yeah, there are quite a few pushes going on over here. Oh yeah, that was also one of my favorite, what do you call it, SpongeBob episodes.
Still in the tank. This is an important decision.
Why would he do it? The answer is Richard's a better bridge player than all of us. Well, he's the second best bridge player at this table. Because Brent is the best bridge player in North America, as far as I'm concerned. And also
sound analysis.
Yep. And and he's definitely also better than East and West as individual players. Wink, wink. Damn, high praise. There are no indicators for him to take the finesse. I agree, there are no indicators. But Richard, I'm not sure if it's like a sixth sense talking to him right now. But he's thinking. I assure you that almost every person right now, myself included, would have just played for the drop and we would have just been like, down 1. And we would have just been like, well, there's nothing we can do about that. But Richard, he just knows something that we don't. Voo, Brent says Becca girl. Agreed. Voo, let's go, Brent. I'm assuming the other tables misguessed it.
The other table actually started with hearts and has not played spades yet.
Okay.
They actually played 4 rounds of hearts.
4 rounds of hearts, okay.
And they're starting king of spades.
What was the lead, by the way?
Lead was a diamond, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, the other table...
Oh my god, he guessed it!
Oh, what a maneuver.
He guessed it! Alright, PogChamps in the chat, please. Everyone drop PogChamps.
Alright. Anam is in the same situation at the other table. So she laid down king of spades.
So they guessed it at the other table, too?
So she's in the same position.
Okay.
And she's in the tank.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to look at...
Oh, and she did not.
She did not play for the drop?
She did not play for the drop.
This is going to be a big board for Team Richard and Brent.
Jeng, yes.
It was a non-ball game, thankfully, for the other team. So now what's going to happen over here? East has a club opening. Oh, wait, he chose not to open... Oh, I think he's gonna upgrade this, if I had to guess. Do you know what East West plays 1-0 Trump has over here, or what their range is?
No, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can look.
Yeah.
Yes, very good guess there.
All right,
back
what do you
up to
call it?
12.
Okay, so he upgraded this. What do you call it? In the table chat, Zach, Richard, it's way too slow, man. Brent, well done. Zach, what possible inference could he have made with all that time thinking? Jobsless, LMAO. Richard, I don't know. You might double with with XX. He says.
Although,
That is very funny.
although I'd be a little doubtful of that. East is pretty much denied in the jack with the lead, and has also pretty much denied having both ace king of diamonds. So you're looking at probably at most 10 high card points.
Yeah.
In his hand. Yeah, potentially 11 if he also has jack diamonds. So,
and Zach says, "Don't take 6 hours to make that play
sketchy
next time. Next time, please." Richard apologizes. I don't think Richard feels sorry about that one bit, if I'm being honest. So 4 spades west. What was the auction over here? Was there anything interesting? Once. Yep, 4 spades, very reasonable. Heart loser, and a diamond loser, and that should be it, right? And the finesse is on, thankfully, for Declare, so I think a claim of 5 should be coming soon.
So at least as of last year, East-West no Trump range was 14 plus to 17.
Okay. So
possible to upgrade 13.
Okay. that is pretty funny.
So that many aces and kings, if you can include a
diamond to the queen is not going to work, and that should be the end of the story. There is nothing left to this hand. Yep. A quick claim of making 5. I like Richard's reasoning. How long has Richard been playing competitive bridge for? Ask Batsmith98 in the chat. I believe he started playing bridge at the age of 5 or 6. I don't remember. What do you mean by competitive bridge, though? That's for a Ruby Life Master. He is a very impressive player. So yeah, what do you mean by competitive bridge? You mean like playing for the US team, or like playing just? I'm not sure. Cyrus, you probably know this better than me. Ooh, I like 4-4-1-5 hands -1.
Yeah, that's a very nice Precision 2 Diamond opener, and
yeah,
they should.
And
if not for East West, they'd probably settle in 2 hearts. But I think George is going to have something to say about that.
Yep. Cyrus, how long is what do you call it? How long has Richard been playing duplicate bridge for? Do you know?
Probably roughly a dozen years.
A dozen years? Cyrus says a dozen years. So, I wonder how East-West deals with this. 2-0 Trump, reasonable.
Yeah, I like 2-0. I mean, you don't have a club stopper, but it's really describes your shape in your hand well.
Yeah. I assume North cannot do anything after 2-0 Trump.
No. I mean, you have no known fit.
Yeah. Well, you might have a club fit, but also, like, your hand is not exactly exciting.
I mean, you do.
Oh, never mind. North chooses to double.
I mean, yeah, you have close to the majority of the points. So, yeah,
yep.
You're gonna.
I don't think 2-0 Trump makes, especially on a club lead. Yep, we're gonna see that here.
Yeah. There's a lot of tricks off the top here.
That's 5 club tricks off the top. What else happens?
A couple of red kings.
Yeah.
And let's see.
And probably a spade trick while we're at it.
I don't think so. I think Declarer can take enough tricks to avoid that.
Okay. I mean, it depends on what happens. I'm assuming I'm assuming there are going to be some clubs taken right off the top. Jobs list is going to encourage this, certainly. The 10 of clubs should be continuing over here. And that's going to be 5 clubs. And what they switch to after this, I imagine a heart, probably. So we'll have to see what happens. Richard is the best, say Steven. Nah, Brent is the best. I'm sorry, that's how it is.
I don't know. There's only one king of bridge at this table.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Richard psych one club like Brent did against Georgia Tech last week? Oh wait, but it was 2 days ago. Dang.
That was a pretty top-notch psych.
Yeah, that was a pretty top-notch psych. That I rest my case. Good double by North. So another question is what happens over here after a few more clubs are cashed. A spade has been pitched. What do you call it? Zach is Zach is
16 boards
disconnected.
total.
What was that?
So Ariane is asking in the BBO chat how many boards there are.
Oh, in the BBO chat.
Total.
Okay. Well, I'm not. Is she watching the stream? I'm not sure. No, she is. Oh, she is watching the stream. I think there should be a claim over here. Just the 2 red tricks, and that's it. Would you agree with that?
Well, if he plays another heart now, you might be getting 2 heart tricks, right?
Let me see that.
Since Richard's going
right.
again with a diamond.
Yep. Well,
and Richard has discouraged diamonds, so that actually seems.
Yep, absolutely.
A reasonable play to find.
Yeah, South is almost certainly going to play hard here, I imagine. Cyrus, to answer your private message, I'm gonna say yes. Go for it.
Do you want to do it?
You can do it. You can do it. How many people are there, by the way, that are kibitzing right now? Oh, wait, never mind. Brent chose to switch to a spade instead.
It is a much safer lead looking at the Jack of Hearts and dummy.
Yeah. I think defense just picks one more heart and that's it now at this point. Because there is no time really to get any other tricks over here, so... I see your message. I see you.
Yeah, the clear just has her 4 top tricks and going home, but plus 300 still looks pretty okay for North-South, especially since they got to buy it for only 2 hearts at the other table.
Right.
And 2 hearts isn't the greatest contract in the world.
Should be better than
You
two
get
no
to-
trump double going down 2.
Certainly better than that.
Yep. Yep. This is kind of automatic now. So 300. Team Richard and Brent are picking up a good board over here. So now the difference is about 12 imps as of board 10. So West is a good opening over here.
Yes.
How do they continue after this? Do you think West might open this 1-0 trump? Never mind.
I think a club is fine. You don't have that much of a rebid issue.
Yeah. West can bid a spade over
Since you're
here.
in the upper end, yeah.
And I could see a spade getting passed out. This should be passed out, I imagine, right? Unless North chooses to bid a 2 clubs, never mind.
Yeah, you don't want to get it in with 2 clubs now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so that's 5 more imps to Jeng on the last board.
Woo!
It leads back up to 17 with 5 to play.
17 with 5 to play.
So, certainly a
Hi,
doable
Stella.
margin
How's
to
it
make
going?
up, but not easy.
Stella's joined us in Twitch chat. How's it going, Stella? What was the initial score? The initial score was... I know Richard and Co. were up by 24. I forget the exact numbers. Cyrus? Was it 45 to 21?
45-21. At least that's what it said on BBO. Maybe there were adjustments. No.
No. It was 45-21. Yep.
Okay.
Well, South is in the tank.
Here. Yeah.
I'm not sure what South is contemplating, 100%.
He could be thinking about balancing 1 no. He could.
Ooh, 1-0 probably
He might
might
even
be
be
it.
concerned that Zach is psyching.
That Zach is psyching, of course. Oh, he chose to bid 1-0 Trump.
Yeah, I mean, you figure to have the balance of power and letting the opponent steal it for 1 spade when trumps are breaking feels not great.
That's a double. Well, West is a very good hand, all things considered, so the double seems very normal.
Looks like this auction is so far duplicated at the other table.
Every bid for bid?
Bid for bid.
Including the 1-0 Trump and double?
Yep, and it's... but East pulled the double to 2 spades.
At the other table, too?
Yep, and at this table as well. Yep,
all right.
So if Richard passes this out, this will be an exactly duplicated auction.
And I think Richard has 9 points, all things considered. And West should not be broke, but all right. He chooses to lead a spade. I think a spade lead is kind of it feels automatic here, I think. What would you lead here?
I mean, I think a spade is normal. The partner has spades.
Could someone explain me how to play bridge? Ask Steven in Twitch chat. How do you play bridge? That's a good question. I don't know. I just usually click on cards and hope things go well.
I've tried that. It works okay sometimes.
It works okay, especially with the robots, I assume, in like the monthlies. I'm not in the monthlies and the dailies and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd imagine that this is somewhat a bit more serious stake than that. So now,
slightly.
Yeah. So now, what is Jobsless switch to over here? Patty has a stream on Monday. No way. Patty streams on Twitch. Since when? Also, Chuckles Slovakian. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the stream.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, do you know them?
Yeah. He's from Lexington and ex-junior that.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Same club that I played on in my hometown.
Yep, he says sub Cyrus. It's on Facebook stream. Okay, got you. Interesting. I might check out Patty's stream later if that doesn't coincide with the Chicago B versus Georgia Tech B game. So I don't know. What do you do over here? This is. I don't think. Okay, I guess cashing spade is fine. Also, limit the roughing potential.
Yeah, partner has some tricks.
Now I assume he's gonna play diamonds or clubs. Both look fine. Unfortunately for Declarer, both the king and queen are offside. Which he might not expect, especially given that South balanced 1-0. Now, what do you call it? A diamond switch, I like it.
And Declarer still has...
Steven asked, are civil engineers more likely to succeed in bridge? Cyrus, have you observed a correlation between, between
I'm
the
not
two?
aware of any bridge playing civil engineers off the top of my head, actually. They're a little underrepresented in the Georgia Tech Bridge Club.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of mechanical engineers.
Mm-hmm.
No civil.
Right.
And certainly quite a few industrial engineers.
So I imagine a diamond's going to be pitched over here. Yep. Now he's going to play for another club hook. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. And a diamond's going to be played over here, and defense should be taking up one more trick for down one.
Yep, nice defense at the end there.
Oh, sorry. Yep, down one. Very nice defense. Yep.
Looks like the play at the other tables happened in a little different order, probably heading towards the same result.
Okay. So now, oh wow, that's a lot of hearts. Lot of hearts. South has the 2 hearts bid. Oh no, wait, never mind. North is a past hand, so South might even bump this to 3. What do you think, Cyrus?
I think 2 is a little more normal, but you have quite a few losers. But
yeah, and also North is a past hand, which is especially weak given that they're playing precision.
That is true, but game is not out of the question still.
Okay, he chooses to bid 3 hearts like I expected.
Yeah.
It is 3 spades, and I expect 100% East to bid 4 spades after the 3 spades bid.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 hearts actually makes on this layout.
Does it? If they lose a spade, they lose a club.
Like they'll buy it.
Yeah, it does. Okay, 4 hearts has been doubled.
Oh.
Ooh.
Last time I said, oh my goodness.
I'm interested. I'm surprised that East chose not to bid 4 spades over here. I feel like 4 spades seems much more natural.
Oh, so actually 4 hearts does not make you have some entry issues.
Yeah, entry issues, like I was going to say, especially on this lead.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it involves pitching a diamond on a club, right?
Well, the 10 of diamonds falls, so that's not an issue, but you do need to be able to take multiple hooks.
Yeah. You're just it's gonna have to rely on like bad defense, which I fully expect not to happen, but whether it happens, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is terrible.
The queen of spades is the queen third being in north is an interesting situation. Which means East cannot safely play ace king of spades once he gets in.
That's true, but how is East getting in?
Steven says I would check raise with this hand.
So it's true that East can't freely play spades, but the question is how is East getting in? Because If East gets in the minors, I think you're
Still, your sleep schedule
in
somehow is
trouble.
worse than mine. Is all I have to say. Oh, never mind. Continue. She messaged me privately. Steven says I would check race with this hand. Steven, which hand are you talking about? East, west, north, or south?
So at the
Also, I
other
don't.
table,
Also, what does XR mean in bridge? Sorry. Continue. We try to do serious analysis every now and then. Go on, Cyrus.
so at the other table, Adam Grosek opted for 4 heart with the south hand directly, and did not get doubled.
Pass one spade four. Pass one spade four
One
hearts.
spade, 4 hearts. Yep.
Okay. I assume he has to try a club here, right? Or is he going to play a diamond? What do you prioritize? A diamond, probably, it looks like. You're going to need some serious misdefense over here to let this make. King seems normal. There's no way he's contemplating. He might be. Yep, king. Well, very well done. Now the unfortunate thing is, what do you call it? He cannot play a club now.
No. And he also has no way to get back to dummy.
There's no way to get back to dummy, correct.
Yep. So he's going to lose all his side suit tricks if the defense doesn't miss pitch.
Yep. Which obviously South is playing for over here. South has at least 3 more guaranteed tricks. That might end up being it. What happens if you... Is there any end play he can get on East for maybe one more trick?
No, East can just always play spades.
Always pitch spades?
Play spades if East gets in.
Play spades. But he can only play 1 round of spades, I think.
Well, the queen of spades isn't a threat anymore.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Well, because there's no side suit entry.
Right. Okay, he decides to put... Okay, he's put West in. West can play another spade safely. Now what does he do? I think he has to play a diamond, if anything. Playing a club is suicide over here.
Right. I mean, he can play another heart just to...
He could.
Give the defense a little more problems, but...
Yeah.
Well, at the other table, it looks like the defense slipped, and Adam Grosek is in excellent position to make 4.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, he can claim 4th.
Oh, my. Big board, that's going to be... Oh, that's a vulnerable game, especially given that... And that this was cracked over here, and it's not making over here. So that should be a big swing in favor of...
I think 15 imps.
15 imps, wow.
Which will put it back to Jeng up by 2, where we were a few boards ago.
Oh, my. This is a nail biter we have, ladies and gentlemen. Mispitch. What is this? Baseball? That's Steven. I don't think we're playing... I don't think we're playing baseball last I checked.
I think that's called a bulk, isn't it?
Is it not? I'm not familiar with baseball. I'm not from Freedom Land. Duck? Well, nowadays the spades is going to be played. Or... Well, I guess that doesn't make a difference either, as it turns out. GG. Defense will take 2 more tricks now.
Well, on a low heart, West does have to be careful not to pop. Yeah, she gets it right.
West gets it correct. I feel like that's kind of automatic.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. And that should be down to... Big board, 15 imps, wow. Like Cyrus prophesized.
Alright, so we're at 3 more boards.
3 more boards, and we're at a difference of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a nail biter, and this is a very close match. East automatically opens a club. Giorgio
And West
says,
says,
Giorgio says 1 sec, be right back, after he bids a heart. North might bid a spade over here. Seems normal.
very normal one spade overcall for Richard.
And I fully expect East to raise him, East to bump him in hearts. To 3.
3 seems pretty. Oh well, 4 is game. And
I mean,
game is good.
there's a reason they call it. There's a reason that Zach is the youngest. What do you call? What is it? He's the youngest Grand Left Master ever, right?
That's right.
And it might be because of bits like this. I have no idea. Could be weak, says Steven. I don't think that's a weak. I don't think 4 hearts is weak over here.
Cynthia chose only 3.
Yeah, that's hearts. Standard. But either way, they're going to end up in game, as it turns out. But it's just a clear 4 hearts bid opposite at 3 hearts raised. I think.
I mean, it looks pretty good with the maximum and the 4 trumps, but the queen third of spades is.
I mean, it could be wasted, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's imps. You bid game.
Yeah, exactly. 4 hearts pass. I imagined it. Is West probably thinking about going beyond? Oh, never mind. He said 1 second, be right back. So I imagine. I feel like this is a very normal pass, opposite of regular 4 hearts bid. You're pretty balanced. 4 triple 3. Queen of spades might be wasted, like Cyrus mentioned. I don't see why you'd want to continue after 4 hearts, personally. And so we wait. And now we finally got the pass. This should be passing through. So how does this play out?
It looks like a pretty good contract to me. You've got a loser in hearts, loser in diamonds, loser in clubs, but you've got honor on side in both the minors.
Oh, right.
Which is very helpful. And
well, that lead is not going to be helpful for sure. I mean, it's not going to cost a trick on this layout, is it?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because, yeah. It should tell declare that Queen Jack of Diamonds is almost certainly with South, which kind of gives a good indication of what North has, which is almost going to be certainly everything else.
And the same lead at the other table.
Yep.
Not too surprising.
Really? Why not? Is there any reason not a club in particular?
They could lose a trick. But...
It could lose a trick, I guess. Yeah. I think West should have a good idea of where the rest of the important cards are. So finessing the heart, he could also he should be able to pick up clubs fairly simply too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he could always set up a diamond, as it turns out, because his spots are very powerful over here. Either way, I expect a heart to be played very soon. What do you think, Cyrus?
Yeah, I think a heart seems reasonable. You do want to conserve your entries to finesse clubs at some point, but
yeah,
the hearts are good enough. You can cross back.
Oh, never mind. I forgot about how they lose the heart. I could see maybe. How do you play it from here? Because I'm not so certain how to play it over here. What do you think?
Well, if you're confident in the Queen of Diamonds being in South, you could play you have 1 entry in heart, 2 entries, but you don't want to use both of them necessarily. But you could play low from dummy here and set up a diamond entry in your hand if you want to take that 2 club.
Right. Well, but a diamond's about to be roughed if what do you call it? If he doesn't win this trick, which leads to some problems.
You could say that.
So East might be wondering. Well, they played third low from what I remember. So
Mhm.
is there any world in which what do you call it? Well, what would North's hand have to be for four to be the third best? 4-7 queen. Oh, yep, he plays the king. Good decision.
Yeah.
Um. Now he can actually play the six if he's been paying attention to spots. Okay, maybe. Shouldn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. You lose a diamond, you
Two,
lose a
four,
club.
8. Yep. They're gonna lose a club and probably play a spade over here. I think that's normal, if anything.
Yeah. So at this point, you can actually pitch a club on the 8 of diamonds and rough a club.
Oh, right. Good catch.
So this could make 5 and be
An imp.
1 imp for Donner and have the margin.
And half the margin to 1 imp. Yep. This is a very close game. Could go either way. All it takes is one board. Oh, by the way, Stella, if you're still in the chat, are you gonna be playing any? Are you gonna be playing in the next round? Not sure. She says. Diamond. Pitch the club. Play that. Rough. And bam. Claim automatic. Very nicely played. The margin's been halved. Now every over trick will matter from here on out. This is as close as we can get. Well, it's not as close as we can get, but it is as close as we can get. South passes. This should be pass, I imagine. And North is probably gonna open it up. With the spade.
Looks like the 3
And
spades.
Zach is gonna
here.
double and almost. What were you saying about 3 spades?
Feels like I think it's the limit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 spade. Zach is gonna double because he has to shape and the what do you call it? The colors are favoring a double. I would be very surprised if Zach doesn't double here.
Likewise.
Not sure, but I will likely request to play. I didn't really feel like. Yeah, I understand that, Stella.
So do you think Brent?
I look forward to commenting on your game soon.
So do you think Brent will show a mixed raise here?
Whew. I don't know,
There's
actually.
no singleton, but otherwise it feels about right.
What do you prefer? Do you lean towards a mixed raise? Oh, he chooses a 4 card limit.
He's going big. Yeah.
He's going big. They could easily end up in 4 spades now after that, especially given that Richard is close to a max for, his 1 spade range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other table also chose a limit raise, but settled in 3.
Yeah, actually, now to think about it, South is a past 10, so Richard might use that info and stop at 3.
Mm-hmm. You've got some pretty soft honors, the king queen tight.
Yeah. How does it play?
That 500-point full game bonus.
Oh, never mind. He goes big.
Yeah.
He goes big. Well, so the concern is clubs over here.
Right.
So the question is whether he'll be able to pitch them on the diamonds soon enough. And we'll have to see, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it. I mean, I think a heart lead is probably normal, or maybe an ace, but I don't think that.
I don't know. So West has shown nothing about his hand. He chooses a heart, like expected. I expect a diamond switch immediately once. I mean, I expect.
This could even be down 2 now.
Down 2. Oh, right. Good point. How do you play it after this lead? What do you do, Cyrus?
Cry.
Cry?
Uh,
Okay. I was hoping
but
for a more descriptive answer. What is everyone's favorite bridge? Ask Becca Girl in the chat. What is your favorite bridge, Cyrus?
hmm. I mean, contract is good. Haven't really tried auction.
Oh, okay.
And the binary is pretty good.
Oh, binary bridge is
Uh,
pretty good. For people not aware, that's a building at Georgia Tech. I mean, like that's a bridge in Georgia Tech, which connects two buildings. Um, Mine might actually be the Sydney Harbor Bridge. Like I expected, he switches to a diamond immediately.
oh yeah, Stephen pointing out the bridge with quaternions. That's a quite a good bridge.
Yep. Another heart has been continued. Very, very unfortunate for the Claire. This is gonna be a good board for what do you call it? Sorry, what is it called again? This is gonna be a good board for East West for Grossack
Yeah.
and Co. Doomed. And that should be it.
And yeah, Cynthia is about to have to make the choice of whether to find the heart rough here at the other table to set 3 spades, 1,
Okay.
or let it make. So quite a few imps riding on that decision as well.
Yep. We're gonna need your Richard and Jeng and Co are gonna need a good board over here almost certainly. Down 2 vulnerable, that's gonna be that's not good.
All right, so Cynthia's found the heart rough, so it'll be
Down 1.
lose. Yep, so lose 3 for the vulnerable under trick, and
So that's 100, which
Donner
is
will be up by 2.
up by 2.
One
So 2 imps
board to play.
1 board to play, 2 imps down.
And both tables remarkably in sync here. This is exciting.
1-0 Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Who's your money on? Type 1 in chat if you think Richard, Jeng, and Brent and Co can pull it back. Type 2 if you think this is a lost cause. Alright, we got a lot of ones in chat. 1 heart, 2 hearts double. This looks like a very uninteresting board.
Well, I don't know if the
Actually,
double
no.
of
Actually, no.
here, yeah.
East.
So you have quite weak hearts, but you have length, and competing might serve you.
Oh my god, 4 hearts. This is make. No. Oh wait, hold on. How does this go? They lose 2 clubs. They lose a diamond, a spade. It doesn't make. Can Richard find the double over here and find the set? I mean, the setting lead is kind of automatic. Can Richard find the double over here? We might have fireworks in the last table, ladies and gentlemen. We might have fireworks. Giorgio says, I'm all in the chat.
Interesting.
Steven types 2 in the chat. Steven is not a believer. Nord.
So at the other table, the 2 hearts transfer to 2 spades bought it. So
2 spades bought it. So what do you call it? 2 spades seems like a regular board. So this might actually be enough for Richard and Co to set them down. Vulnerable game down, doubled. Can Richard find the double? It's a very hard double, I think. What do you think?
Yeah.
Especially given. Well, actually, no. Because what do you call it? He's almost certainly playing the King of Ace of Hearts to be with West, so he could see his heart as a winner, his diamond as a winner, maybe 2 clubs. It might be what he's looking at.
Right. I mean, I like doubling here because also West is a passed hand.
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah.
And
very big indicator over there too.
Yeah.
He found the double, ladies and gentlemen. I expect a club lead, and let's see how this goes.
And it looks like 2 spades is going down at the other table.
So that means, what do you call it? 4 hearts down 1 should be enough over here, as it turns out.
I believe so.
Yep. So now the question is, I'm assuming two? Cyrus, do you want to look at two spades and like analyze that while I'm looking at this? Since
Sure.
like I want to be able to cover both boards simultaneously, and this is kind of hard right now with our current setup.
Sure.
All right. So, oh wait,
Well,
jobs
actually, I
list
don't
on
think
lead.
actually two spades doesn't even matter if it makes one
Oh
and four
no.
X goes down one. That's 3 imps to Jeng, and that's enough to win.
South led a diamond
So,
over here instead of a club, which would be the killing lead.
my goodness.
Oh no, this is not good news. This is not good news.
Oh dear, that is a lot of pitches for declare.
That is a lot of pitches for declare. This is a very unfortunate circumstance right now we're at. He needs to sit.
So
He needs to
normally
switch to a
leading
club,
for
but
the longer.
it's one too late, unfortunately, as it turns
Yeah,
out.
it's too late. Yeah, I mean, I like the diamond lead. It's your you've got the 10. It looks like a
And some
potentially
diamonds are gonna.
set up more trick.
This is so unfortunate. This is very very unfortunate. And now this is gonna get roughed. And now I assume trumps are gonna be played. Queen, king, ace, as expected. The other club is getting roughed. And now the only question that remains to be asked is 12 tricks immediately accepted. Very, very big board. And that is so sad.
That should do it. Unfortunately,
That should do it,
Nothing that can happen in
unfortunately.
two spades.
1190 for East West. I'm gonna switch to the other board and see if there's any hope of good news over there. Let me
Not
do
in
that.
two spades.
Not in two spades, I agree. Let me see. It is very sad. You also cannot fault Brent for leading a diamond over there. You cannot.
No, I don't think so.
So two spades is now making over here, right? Are we still, or how's it looking right now? So the friends has cashed 4 tricks, and they should get a heart and a spade,
And a trump.
and that should be it.
Yep.
Yep, heart and trump. That should be it.
Yeah, and to declare has clubs, but it'll get roughed before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it'll play spades.
Well,
actually, yeah, Jack of clubs.
if West plays a club over here, then it makes.
Yeah.
But, yep, West plays a club over here. So that should be it. Wow. I'm surprised that the defense never got their ace of hearts. Wait, what? Why did he play another spade over there?
Yeah, you had a claim.
He had a claim. I mean, they had a claim. I assume they must have forgotten that there was a trump still out there, but that still doesn't make sense. Yeah, could have made the contract, but they went down again, I guess.
Quite inconsequential, though.
Mm-hmm. Cyrus, by the way, do you want us to stream your game tomorrow?
Yeah, you're certainly welcome to. So,
do you have a preference either way?
This is part of a double elimination knockout being run by Tom Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's up to 40 some teams now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a first round match, and I'm playing half of my first round match tomorrow.
Playing half of the first round match tomorrow?
Yes. So yeah, 16 boards. Sorry, a third of our first round match. We're actually playing a 48 board match.
Oh, okay. Wait, so why was this 32 then?
I believe it was originally matches were 32 or 64 boards.
Yeah.
But we have a 6-person team, so we were able to get a 40.
Wait, who's in your team again? Remind me. You're playing with Daniel, Raphael with Sean, and who else?
And Elon and Nathan.
Elon and Nathan. Okay, got you. And what time's your match tomorrow?
I believe it's at 2 Eastern.
2 Eastern. Okay, cool. If I wake up by then, I guess.
Great. I don't think I can help out on commentary, but
yeah, that's kind of that seems kind of automatic. But anyway, that I guess brings an end to a very unfortunate match. It was very, very close for the majority of it too.
Yeah,
And it
that
was
was
going
a
forth either way. The last quarter was just very unfortunate.
yeah. Sometimes a lead is a lead,
A
and
lead is a lead. That's one way of putting
swings
it.
a match. Yep.
Yep. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the stream a lot. Like me and Cyrus were talking about, we might be streaming another match in the same event tomorrow, where there'll be a Georgia Tech player, Cyrus, namely, at 2 p.m. Eastern. If we're not streaming that, we will definitely be streaming Georgia Tech B. I mean Georgia Tech versus U Chicago B. That should be happening at 5 Eastern on Monday. Would that be correct?
Yes, that is at 5 Eastern on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming up on Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern, it's Georgia Tech Gold versus Chicago A. So two of the top collegiate teams in the country facing
Mm-hmm.
off. That should be an exciting match.
Yep, that should be a must watch, and I'm really excited to follow the action on that. But either way, thanks for following everyone, and hope to catch you guys later. Peace.